Hi guys, this is part 8 of me building the Excel add-in for Zerodha. For the last 7 parts, we have built an Excel add-in. We can fetch live prices from Zerodha using WebSocket, historical data, place orders, and do a lot of stuff right from Excel. In this part, I just want to focus more on the security aspects and also on the production readiness, wherein we are still lagging in few things before we actually deploy it for Microsoft so that people can actually use it. Uh, at the moment, we are still using access token API key and API secret, and we are storing it directly in the database without any encryption on it. So I want to encrypt it based on the user authentication of Excel. That is first part, and then I want to do some refinements in my entire approach of the Excel add-in before we do the launch, or we just put it out on the Microsoft App Store so that people can use it. So this is my idea, or I think this is my thinking that I want to go ahead with. Okay, so in the last part we also did the website for the Excel add-in. Their website is important for marketing purposes and let people know that okay, we built something and you guys can use it. So that is one thing. Okay, so I will share my screen and let's go to the add-in and other things that we want to focus on. Okay, before we do that, I will show you the mm, I show you the product that we built. So it was trading sheet Excel website that we did. The only thing is that this request early access thing is not working, so I need to plug this in. That's the only thing that is left in this entire uh, website. Or contact support, the same thing I have to do here. So this is the only thing that is left. So I will complete this part. I will go to uh, my website, and let's go to where is this component sections. So it's this products trading sheet. I will put one widget here, called it as Excel access model. So what I will do is I can tell GPT I don't want to really write the whole code. Doesn't make sense also. So I will tell the ChatGPT to do this for me. Create a model for the early access information of the user in relation to the this is products trading sheet in relation to hero 229 to our hero 229 trading sheet access. So this will create the model for us, and for the backend I can say this is called, what I can do is I can just do early access, copy this, First name, last name, email, message is not required, source is also not required. I think phone number we can take. And I will do is so this is inquiry content. Okay, message. I can put it as a request for early access of trading sheet. So type is early access. This is fine and this is fine. Okay, this is still happening. We wait 60 API routes flow can actually work end to end. By the way, I created it just now. Okay. Uh, let's wait for this to complete. Okay, so this is done. It's checking the API now. Let me do npm run dev. Let me open this product trading sheet for Excel. Yeah, request early access first name, email, broker. What do you want to trade? I don't want this. Let's just, I will remove that. We can remove this cancel because there's a close already. And okay, skip this. Okay, so this is done. Now let me refresh the page. Request early access. I can do my thing. Advisor dot app. Phone number 9999999 something Zerodha. And secondary BG. 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, this is better. So and let's say request access submitting area submitted layer done. Okay, good. So if we go to our Let me refresh this. Okay, so this is in the chat inquiry. So yeah, trading sheet, this is done. Good. So we capture early access now. So this is done. I will deploy this. I will just Docker it, push to Azure now. Okay, so this is being taken care, and next thing I'm going to talk about is something which is in relation to how we are saving the user info. Let me refresh this. Why this- Uh, to Zerodha users. So okay, this is blank currently. Okay, let's go to our. So this is working. This is working. Okay, let's go to this and let's just do a reload. Let me just put. And what I can do is I can go to my guide dashboard. I can put the API key and I can put the secret. And so what will happen is the user with this ID will be created. Now the problem with this is I'm saving this directly as API key and API secret. So I don't want to save it directly in the database. Rather, what I will do is I will encrypt it with the information of the user ID of the this Excel, so that even I cannot access the raw string of an API key and API secret. So that is how we can encrypt these values in the database. To do that, there is Excel documentation which tells you about a single sign-on for Office add-in with nested app authentication. So what will happen is, okay, let me show you what really happens through something. 1 minute. Okay, let me put it on. Okay, just okay. Let me go to, yeah, let me go to here. So what will happen is this is 1 minute. So this is Excel, and Excel will give you an authentication, and then authentication will give you a GeoID of the user. Through this GeoID, you will, what you do is you will encrypt the, what will you encrypt? Well, basically you encrypt the API key and the secret of Zerodha. And this authentication is through MSCL library, which is the intra ID authentication of MS. So basically, you do an authentication, you get the geo id, and then you will encrypt, and then you save into the database. Once this is done, then we will do through excel the uh, kite authentication using the API key and secret. Once you do that, you get the response token from Zerodha, and you will get the access token using the response token. And I will again encrypt this using the GUID of user and put it in the database. So that is how you will make sure that this GUID becomes the AES-256 encryption key. So this AES-256 encryption key will be based on the user that sign in. So what will happen is no one other than this user can sign in to the application. And this is how we make the entire thing secure. Otherwise, anyone can go into Excel, sign in, and uh, use the authentication. So that is why we need the GUID of the Excel, and then we do AES-256 encryption of the API key and API secret, and then we store into the database using that. So now for authentication in Excel, we have to do this NAA supported accounts and host. We need to create a single sign page application on enter ID, give this as one of the domains, and then we have to do the MSL authentication and then get the access token. And for that, so I will go to the Azure. Let me go to my screen. Yeah, so this is Azure. Sorry, this is Azure. So this is Microsoft Enter ID. You go to manage, you go to app registrations. 1 minute. And I will say I will gonna create a new application, call it trading sheet for Excel. I will say accounts and organization directory and personal accounts. It could be anything. Now, when let go here, there we must have a name, so a name, an SP direct for in your add-in requires additional app registration beyond say see single sign. If your add-in requires additional app registration beyond NSA, see single page application app registration. What is this? Yeah, and this is fine. To enable ever, you obviously must include a specific data to indicate to the user that you are now to work with the trade must be of the single page application. Okay. So what I will do is I will register it for now. Let's wait for this. Okay, now I'm in this uh, application that I created. Then I go to authentication. No, where was that? Mhm. think they changed something. Yeah. So add a platform. So we say single page application, and in the redirect UI or the application must be of type single and conform to the following schema. So your add in domain. So I will do this thing localhost. Okay, and I will also do this. Yeah, this is fine. Future to include host currently includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. For that, you need additional. So the browser uses center must reference the HTML page where you will use the MS. Okay. Sign into the this new registration. Yeah, the local host 3000. You're testing your add-in from a local host server. So at the moment, I'm doing local, and this everything is fine. So access tokens I want. So we got the single page of application with the redirect URIs. Now it is done. Enter from a local task pane. Let's also add these. Oh, add URI. Let's also add this. Config MSL config to use NSA configure your function the MSL. The following steps show how to enable any task pane, JS or task pane in your project. Building your add the package. So if I go here, not this one. Okay, by the way, this is done. While this is happening, I will push my website. This is done. Let's do push. Okay, the CR login with the name MCP. So login is done. Let me just push this. Okay, so website changes are done and it will automatically update my website. So I will close this. Now this is the add-in that we were working on. Let me also close this Docker. So it says you install this. Let's install MSL browser. Add the following code at the top of the this will import the FSS library. The following inheritance task it calls in to want to use and replace the and this previously. Okay, so we will change the, let's just use, okay, let's just use the task pane JS and let me just import this. So let this, so this let me also copy this. So our application ID is this. So I will change this client ID and cache the local storage, and this will create that. You must provide a login into MSA to identify the correct account. You can get the info on the office property. Let's also add this. Acquire the access token. Let me also add this function. Okay, where is the run function? This is not required, by the way. Okay, let me just copy this. Site load the end or the function. Okay, run access token. Okay, now I think this is not required. Files not read. I don't want this entire thing. This is reading files from the SharePoint because I don't need that. Uh, so I'll get the access token. So this is run access token. Let me go to the add-in, Excel add-in. So this is our add-in. What I can do is for now, let me remove this. This is done. Let me reload. And Go to storage, local storage. Let me also delete this entire thing. And let me reload. So we get here, and I want on onboarding. Yeah. So I don't have thing, I can run this directly. Okay, I think. Okay. So I think most likely this is done. Let me just open the. Let me just reload. Why is it showing unverified? Okay, let's go to branding and properties. Add MNID. It is my MNID. 1 minute. Hmm. Okay. This 6 and 4. So I am verifying this. Why is it? Mhm. Okay, I will put the logo later. It me do a refresh. 6781439 6781439. Why? Let me just try it and incognito. Okay. Please contact your assistance. Okay. Okay, I am not sure why this is happening. Let me try with this. Let me try with my other account. And not provided. Sometimes a little work, I don't know why it takes a lot of time, especially when this is like doing some these kind of verification and all. I don't know, sometimes it doesn't work. Request in next day or let me try this. Not sure. Okay, let's say you are not authorized to set the verified publisher for this application. Mostly cost not being member of the proper role for CCP or in the C required ledgers. I have no clue why this is not working. I will do this last time. Otherwise, we will wait for a day to this to complete their checks and all. Otherwise, I will create a Microsoft ticket for this tomorrow. Okay, I will wait for this to complete. Meanwhile, so this is the one up. This is the this is the user ID that we are using in Excel. So if I put the password, sign in your behalf, and this is fine. Just accept, and let's see. I think run access token, acquire access token. I think silently I can get the. Okay, I will ask Charlie. Please do a silent acquire in the function so that it's easy to get the users access token. Okay, so this is happening. Let's wait for this. Okay, now let's go here. Let me restart the dev server. Yeah, so acquired silently. So this is the access token. Now we are getting the access token. Fine. Now let's inspect element. What I want to do is I want to test this end to end. So that let me just delete this. This is fine. Let me restart the entire Excel to make sure that it is working. Working expectedly, sorry. And go here. Let's go to this. Let me go to inspect element. Yeah, so we are getting token. Since this is very important that we get token, otherwise people will not be able to log in. I will tell GPT we need to ensure that we get the token of the user. If in any case we are not able to get the token silently, then we do a regular pop-up slash login to login so that the user login and login to the app. Okay, so this is working. Let's go to onboarding and okay, let's just remove this. And let me check. What I'm gonna do is show the user GeoID. I think GeoID is here. Why is it not showing then? Yeah, so it's happening. Okay. So we are getting the GeoID now. We are so we are getting the GeoID. Uh so what I will do is in a backend. Which one is this? In the account access API key, API secret, access token. Okay, so type is registered. So it will CDK user. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so okay. Okay, so I am not okay. I don't need okay. So this is done. Now I will ask. Okay, what I can do is this GeoID thing is something I want everywhere. So let me remove this. User GeoID atom. Now let me remove from here as well. Now let's go to the app and I want so this is the app access not replied task change action didn't work return chained log message. Okay. I will do is let me just const if okay, this is try catch. If there is no user geo ID, I want to do this, run access token. If there is no this, I will say, and just remove this entire thing. Like something has broken, I think. Okay. Let me just copy this. Let me just go back the entire thing. Sorry guys, sometimes things doesn't work out. So I will do this, then to run access token, then Windows this is fine. And I will do this, I will do this. And I'll do user GUID. Sorry, yeah, so GUID, so it's user GUID atom. Okay. So this way we will get and ensure that we have the GeoID every time. Okay. If store GeoID is this, and else. Okay. This way we are making sure we are getting the GeoID every time. Now okay, what I need to make sure is onboarding. Is it geo? I don't want this. Then we are using atom user GeoID. Okay. Now, by the way, don't need to do this here. And okay, let's do so OLV090. Yeah, so now we need to do here the API API encryption. Let's do encryption dot js. Okay, I will just do a function here. I think how zero the function is this. Okay, a function encrypt ES 256 CVC. Okay, I will ask ChatGPT write the function here to encrypt a string using the user GeoID as the key. Okay, let's wait for this to happen. Figure out how to receive encryption using the web crypto API device and generating a random before then when one isn't provided. I think random 4 to base and 64. If you also decide to tell you you want to store IP64, added it translate as a key from GIS hashing it using CVC and auto generates a random 16 bit if you don't pass one. Ah, put the user ID as also the IV for AC management because I'm not concerned about IV at the moment. So let's just say just store of not recommend. Yeah, it's fine because the user ID itself is not static in nature. Every user will have separate GeoID. So calls is the same. Ciphertext is equal to this. Yeah. So what will happen is what exactly is happening now? Yeah. Now on the onboarding part, wherein we say API key and API 663. I want to 1 second. Okay. Const user GUID and I don't want it to use atom user GUID atom. Okay, then I got the user GUID. I will say this is the term GUID const API key encrypted, CRYP encrypted. Okay, let me just put it here. User QID, and this is the API key. API key encrypted. So API secret encrypted. Yeah, so it will give me encrypted this. One minute. Okay, 1 second. I think the problem is even if I do this, then how I will decode it. Mm. I think I'm overthinking. Okay. I might be overthinking because if I don't save the API key as per the and the API should never be embedded in the app. Login flow. Okay, so yeah, so they gave you a request token along with a checksum. Checksum is a SHA 256 of API key plus request token plus API secret. And if I obtain an access token, okay, I think I need to change my approach a little bit. I think I will not even save the API key, API secret. I will get the encrypted API key and API secret, but how will I decrypt it on the backend? The user ID I'm not sending, the user geo ID I'm not sending to the backend. Mhm. What's the best way to do this then? Okay. Now, instead of saving API key and API secret on my on my on my account here, okay, so okay, okay, okay. One, what I will do is we will never save. We're not gonna save the API key and secret on our backend database. We will just keep it on the local storage of the browser here, and uh-huh. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT what's the best way to manage. What's the best way for encryption and decryption wherein we send a base 64 from client and server is able to decode that. This is what I want to save to transit client. Yes, yeah. So this is AES-25 GCM plus basic industry standard. You can encrypt, encrypt, then basic encode for transfer. But this here, 38 encryption prevents tampering, fast plain text encryption, ciphertext binary, waiting encode. Server does encrypt plain text. Okay, user specific data, key derived from the author concession, provide encryption, key stored in server KMS. Client encrypts. Server owns the master key. Clients get a temporary encryption key. This. Now let's give it a scenario. I'm using Zerodha kite auth in Excel add-in, and I want that the access token after auth 2 is to be sent to the user for order placements. What's the best way to manage the access token in this scenario? By the way, we are using Azure as our backend. It's a high risk token scenario, so design matters a lot. You're doing the right thing by saying now correct prediction way to manage user etc. in Excel adding first a critical error zero space zero critical token are equal to trade authority if learning and place orders, no granular scope here to a short lived but extremely powerful. So do not send the wrong Excel access token to Excel. Excel should never see or store it. Okay. Excel add in your Azure users stored the access token the Excel directly. Okay. Okay. So it's asking you to use Azure Key Vault for token management. Okay, what I will do is I'm getting this API key and this. I will just also do this user GUID and user GUID and let's go here. Uh-huh. And local storage handle keys. Let's not save it here on the date. Yeah, so let's go here. Let's do a reload. And what we will do is okay, not here. Uh, let's go to the kite application and let's use the API key. Show API secret. Save and please try again. Let's go to inspect element. 494. Okay. Let's just restart this. Zerodha add-in in Grok. Let's just update this. Also, let me update this. Let me update this part. Let me restart the server. Now, let's just reload this. Copy the API key in secret. Unable to save details. Why? The server responded with 404. Let me also restart this. Okay, let's see if it's now. Let's reload. Hmm. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now let me do this again. Able to save details. Okay, let me just ask. Check why getting an error of unable to get clicking on save and continue the onboarding. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, so I need to ensure. Okay, I didn't import it. My bad. Let's do a reload. And let's see, API key, API secret. Yeah, so now, second, let me just put it here. Type is register. So if you see now, the API key and API secret is both uh, encrypted, and so I will never getting, it will never be body. Then I need to do this, and thing I need to do is also const user GUID. Okay, now let's try this once more. And so let me check. Yeah, so by the way, we are using the entire user token as a GOID. By the way, we could have also done decode GWT. Okay, 1 second. Let me just put all this. Yeah, so if you see here, it has this app display name, app ID, name, and unique name, UTI. So these information or WIDs or TSC ID. So this is a UID also. We could have used that, but it's fine. I think access token fine. We are just doing it for decoding and encoding purposes. So if I go here, so this will work fine. Now, this thing is why this is always okay. Few things here. So one thing I need to change is user dot access token, user dot has access token. If this is valid, if this is true, then we will do it. Otherwise, we'll not do it. Has valid access token. Okay, one thing I need to tell it is that when we do the save of the API key and API secret using continue and save, it doesn't reload the has valid access token, which might be false, ignores this, ignores this, or make it as, or it assumes to be true. Okay. See all the API it doesn't reload the error, which might be false, ignores this, or it assumes to be true. So let's wait for this. Let me try this again. 639. What was this? 639. Okay, fine. I don't even remember. Okay. Yeah, so it will trigger this and it will check this. Okay. Now let's go to our database. So check here. Yeah, so we'll have user GUID and these are encrypted values. Now I also need to ask it to add the decode function as well in encryption.js. Decrypt the user ID, wrapper the device the and returns the original plain text. Cool. Yeah, so I will manage this. And let me just delete this. And let's say I want to restart. Yeah, so I need to provide the API key again. Let's do save and continue. So this will save the information in the database. Yeah, so this is done. Now what is happening is, okay, let's wait. Yeah, so it will show you connect to the connect to Zerodha. Yeah, so cons decrypted API key to the decryption here. Let's wait for the decryption. Okay, let's wait for this to complete. Okay, now we have done the decryption. Okay, now so let's go to connect to the other, and now before I do this, I need to make the changes in my backend classes. I will do is what I will do is here's this encryption module. So I see encryption. Okay, let me just encryption.js, replicate the same encryption and decryption based on user UID in encryption.js for our backend. Okay, while this is happening, I will grab some water and come back in 2 minutes. So this is in our backend now. Installing crypto. Yeah, so this is done. Now, see my one thing I'm also thinking is, let's say, okay, minute. This I know this is a little complex, and no one likes security as such. But when we are dealing with some kind of a very sensitive kind of a data, I think this is important, and like you cannot get away with this anyhow. Uh, this into the resolve function type group if you got okay. What I was thinking was, let's go to the intra ID. I'll try this thing. In AI. Let me try this one more time. Okay, let it be. Seriously. Okay. Now, what we did is, since we go into authentication, I want to task pane.html. Supposedly, if I do this brk multi hub, then I might not need our website, but our client doesn't have Cosmos or the database information. So I think website is better. Sorry. So overthinking. Let's take this. And in this also I will install npmi crypto. I will copy encryption. Let's just put it in the API's encryption.js. This is all fine. And auth Zerodha root. Then yeah, so what I need to do is I need to request it user ID, user info. Then I need to get the user GeoID, which will always come from this. If there is no GeoID, No, 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 no. Yeah, so this is user GUID. Const decrypted API key and const oh, API secret. Now let me check here. Derive encrypt, and this is decrypt. So we'll take this decrypt with user GUID. It's not even working. Okay, yeah. So this is this and this. Uh-huh. Check import from encryption. So this is happening. This is done. Now it tells you to use uh it tells you to use key vaults in CP charts vault. I'll create another one. Let's put it in this. South India I will put here. Pricing standard. Key vault name is a trading sheet. Yeah, this is fine. So we are creating a key vault. Key vault will contain access tokens. Let's just install this here. And identity. So I need to get okay. And let's just put key vault administrator, service principal, trading sheet for Excel. This is the one. Next, yeah, we are providing this. You want to assign. Key vault URL. Okay, this has some sensitive information, so I need to hide this. Sorry for that. Okay, trading vault URL. Okay, I have included in my okay. Sorry, I need to check environment variable. Sorry guys, this is a little sensitive information. Short tenant ID, client ID, client secret. Short trading sheet. Let me just put this. Sorry. And here I need to create a new secret. So guys, I need to hide this as well because it will give me a secret and I cannot share that unfortunately. And 1 second. Okay, cool. Now let's go back. Okay. So we have information and so we get this token res. Now we are getting the token here. Okay. Now one thing is the session data profile is fine. One thing I'm not using this. I will not use this and not even this. Profile is fine. I need profile of the user. So what we are gonna do is Uh, const yes, credential CL CLI process. One second. This is actually trading sheet, and this entire thing is just process. Yeah, let me check this once. Sorry guys, this is a little sensitive information. Sorry for this. Okay. Secret client. If not, now I'm going to save. Not. Just let it be user ID. Where is user ID? Request user ID. Okay. One thing is I can encrypt it. Encrypt with user access token, user ID. Dot ciphertext p4. Yeah, now this will save the information. Output has access token is equal to true. Yeah, now I need to test this. I need to close. Let's go to npm run dev, and let's go here and croc http 3001, and let me change this to here like this, and let's do a save. Okay, now let's go to here, say connect, login. 846245. Yeah, let's just visit this. Okay. check this error in bad decrypt. Where is it? 1 minute. Let's go here. Let's just make sure this is correct. Yeah, they are this. Okay, it says it has done something. Don't want to. Mhm. Again, it says a bad decrypt. Okay. Let's just remove this. Let's just say console. Okay, let's just try this. Uh-huh. Let me, yeah, as API key as API secret. No, I just want to see what I'm getting here. And let's say this. Yeah, now just reload. Yeah, so I'm getting this. This is fine. X1, X1. I think this looks fine. What is GUID? Oh, I think. Yeah, so this has to change. Okay, now exactly. Credential unavailable error. The current credential is not configured to require tokens. Uh, I think it's a role error, most likely. Let's see. That is coming from your entity where the agent does not get a token to the agent, but the credential was a allow conflict for it. Yes, that's that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, token is invalid or expired. This looks good. Let's just try this again. Let's just reload. I know why this is not reloading. Anyhow, what I will do is to check this. I'll just do this, and I will copy the API key. Okay, 1 minute. My phone got switched off. Okay. See, by the meanwhile, while my phone is getting started, or batteries coming inside this, or it gets boot up, I will complete my backend part. See, this registration thing is done for me. There's a one account thing. Yes, this registration thing is done. This search thing doesn't have any API key or API secret. Instrument doesn't have this. Okay. So account and historical data has that. Okay. So what I need to also do in here is this. I need to install the backend this thing and identity and key vault secrets. Okay. PMI key vault secret. Now okay, let's go here. Okay, let's try to reload this. One, 3, 1, 8. Yeah, so it's connected successfully. Finally. And now if we go to our trading sheet, let's go to keys. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not allowed to view this, but I know this worked. Let's say, yeah, so we have profile information, which we definitely need, and we have has access token true. Yeah, so this looks good. I will let me just remove this. Okay, let me now push this. Okay, this is happening. Then I can do the same thing for my what I will do is I will put this entire thing here only. Let's just take the let's just do encryption. And I will do a function get Zerodha access token from key vault user ID. Okay. By the way, one thing I didn't save here is equal to vault ID. I should have done this. Now I can build it again. So I can say this is the now where is this part? So this is the credential. I need to okay. I can remove this. Now read the secret. Let retrieved secret dot value and let decrypted token is the user ID. I think I should have put user GUID and should be the decrypted token. Okay, so I got this. Now the Zerodha I do I even need secret here? Okay. API key. I will just put it here. Now API key is equal to decrypt with user GUID. Yep. So let access token is equal to get Zerodha access added from user ID and import response. I think this is working fine. This will work fine. Make sure this works. And now, as per the encryption. Okay. No, okay, this is still happening. I will wait for this to complete. Okay. So let me do the same thing here. Let's go to here. Let's take this. Where is API key? Okay, now I need to use it. How to forget API key? Just do this. No, instrument doesn't have it. And this zero the stripe I can remove. I don't need this. Okay. Cool. Now this is done. Let's just push this. Okay, let's wait for this to complete. this is pushed. Now I can change this back to ncpchats.com. Out this. Let me just save. Let me go to container apps, website. Environment variable. Sorry guys, I need to hide this because it has sensitive information. Again, sorry for this. Now URL, tenant ID, client ID. Adios, amigo. Powering off. And we have this information. Okay, now I have updated my website, which is used for auth 2. Now few things I also need to do is I need to also update the sorry, this I need to update this is happening. Now I also need to update my add-in environment variables. Second, not the add-in one. I need to do it for the backend. Okay, and sorry guys, this is something I cannot share because it has a lot of sensitive data or sensitive values, and I have updated my backend. And I need to restart my backend now. Basically, I have just updated just updated the environment variables, nothing else I have done. Require Zerodha account or okay, I will ask ChatGPT to do it. These errors. Okay. So if our website is running fine, I will do is I will use this again. Let's just put the API key here and let's try to log in again. 921-477. Yeah, so it connected successfully. We have the final user item here. Cool. Now let's just test our backend. Okay, it fixed this thing. Let's just reload our backend once again to be sure it's working fine. Yeah, it's working fine. And let me just close this thing. Leave trading extensions. What is trading sections? Okay. I can close this website, Zerodha add-in, and okay, this is running on 7071. And let me go to the add-in. Let's just update this values. Sorry. I'm just updating these values, which are the ones that we are using. Okay, let's just restart. And okay, let me just remove this get user thing. Okay, connect to Zerodha. Run 5817. Yeah, so okay, there's some problem in our add-in. Is onboarding. Just keep this. As user items, loading user error has keys. It says connect to Zerodha. Has valid access token. So this is not access token. This is really has access token equal to true. So if we say reload, Mhm. Let me reload this. Okay, here's the account. Okay, just reload. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's just put a breakpoint here. You have get user info is here. The type is get user. Okay. It should be fine. There is something wrong. Let's just say I want to no backend, only front end, set access token. Yeah, this thing. And this is an home tab. Access token atom is equal to false. And set access token. Yeah, so this set access token, this will become true. Is onboarded true. Okay, let's just reload. Get user is fine. Yeah, it's calling for margins. Okay, let's just put here. Okay, we got something. Decrypted API key. Try to connect. Yeah, cool. It is perfectly working fine. This is a little tricky area, but I think we manage it quite beautifully. This is a little complex area. So the thing is, we are not even saving access token here. Even the API key and API secret is encrypted, and the access token is on the key vault, and to which I also don't have an access to directly. So I think this is quite beautifully done. Let's try one historical data. Okay, let's try one historical data. Let's say 30 days and this and that. Preparing. Yeah, this This is working perfectly fine. Cool. Okay. Okay, the next thing I need to complete in this add-in is basically changing this historical trending news, this India API thing. So what I will do is I will go to onboarding. Let's go to state. India API key atom. So this is like this, and let's say India API key atom. I will import this here. Set India API key. And if user, where is user? Yeah, in key. No, if there is an their key, decrypted API key. API key. Yeah. Now I need to change in this India API key. Const India API key. This is what will be used. The API key. Let's just remove this. And you can say, okay. This is done. Okay, we'll do similarly here. And let's say this atom and the API key. And this is fine. No India API key. Cradle widget in no India key to show wherein API key is null or empty for components, trending news and trending stocks. Okay, so this is done. Let me do a reload here. It's going fine. Add your API. Also add a section on how to get the API key by subscribing on by subscribing on this, so that people could uh, subscribe to this. Now I think this is done. Cool. Add a model button to add your key, wherein user can provide its key and it's saved with the encryption using encryption with GUID to the backend using Zerodha underscore account. Okay, so this is happening. Next, I need to check the search sheet, then the search tab, then it's this. Yeah, so there's a button ID. Okay, now I can show here instrument dot to lowercase is equal to NSC, or is equal to BSC, then we can show a button in 424 regular. It's for a dot propagation. Now if we go here and we do a search, it should show an info button. No, it's not showing. Instead of lowercase, it when see, or instead of this. Okay. Okay, now let's let it just complete. API key atom. Let's save. Okay, so it says it has done it. The backend also seems to be done. Okay, let me check this first. Yeah, info. Text late, this text. Say it's 700. It's find ID. Let's just put a div here. So they are together. Okay, let's reload. And let's do a subscribe. Yeah, so it shows an info. And adding R2. So it should be no. It should be a button. Cursor pointer. Okay, let's just redo this. Let's do search info and just gonna make this info button UI better. So next I need to do is stock detail. Okay. Now what I need to do is, if this is let's check Reliance here. I think that is one of the most or the biggest company. Response 3. Online JSON to schema converter. Let's just use this. Is it done? Yeah. So stock detail schema dot JSON. Okay. Make a nice UI using the schema, using the nice UI for a stock detail that will be fetched from the India stock API using the what is this using the command the schema of the JSON schema of the response from the API is provided in stock detail schema. Okay, let's just make the UI first. Okay. See, while this is happening, one thing I forgot to do is okay. Let's just go to create function, which is http cancel Stripe subscription. Write the subscription cancellation function in using the approach in Stripe and Stripe events. Let's wait for this to complete. Okay. Okay, so we have okay, this is fine. Let's just restart this so that we can make sure that cancel subscription is there. Script for now. Okay, this is done. And what I can stock detail. Show the stock detail on click of the info button wherein the stock name is the trading symbol of the instrument. Okay, let's wait for this. Okay, it says it is done. Now let's just do this. Let's say Reliance. And I can say info. Okay, it says add your key. And let me add the key one minute, sorry. And okay, looks good. Peers, news, financials. Okay, I will ask Claude to make the UI of stock detail better and easy for the traders to use. Okay, now this is happening. I think we are mostly done. Metrics. And if I go here and yeah, so I can see, can also see here. Yeah, looks good. Okay, this is happening. See, the last thing I want to really test is this thing. I'll just do subscribe here. I will just put my email. Stripe test cards. And just put this for. Okay, let's just this. Testing. Okay, it says it has done it. Let's just reload. Let's just do relance to info. Okay, looks good, much better. NEC price, BSC price, key metrics, leadership, growth indicators, profitability, matrix, technical levels, news, peers, financials, income, balance. This is fine. Yeah, this looks good, much better. Okay, so we are done with this subscription. I have to create a checkout page. I think I will do this tomorrow, and then I will push it. Lastly, I will create the let's go to function app, flex consumption. Let's just put here trading sheet. Let's put South India here. Runtime is not JS. 22, this is fine. Storage. Let's just put in the chat. So this is not required. Networking is fine. Monitoring, not required. This is fine. I will do continuous deployment later. This is not required at the moment. Just do create. So this is done. Let me so this is done. Let me go to the this thing, deploy to function app. Let's just use this trading sheet. Just deploy. Okay, this is deploying. Okay, so this is deployed. Let's go to the resource. Okay, I don't know why these functions are not showing up here. I think I will take this up tomorrow. This deployment of trading sheet functions. This is one aspect that I need to check if there is a error that is preventing this from happening. The next thing is deployment of the Zerodha add-in, and the last thing is creation of this Stripe checkout page on the website. Cool. I will do this tomorrow then.